wasn't it nice just to sit in the seats or sit in your living room or sit at Xfinity Live and watch the birds and just as an entire fan base just be rooting for the same thing?
And there was a lot of love going on in Twitter.
So much love.
This is probably the first week in a long time that Eagles Twitter got along. Yeah. For a couple of days.
And we definitely, again, we want to hear your opinions on it. So coming up at 8:30, we're going to start taking your phone calls.
5 minutes.
5 minutes. So jump in on the phone lines. Justin told me at the tailgate that this was the first podcast, and he does a lot of them. He's got a lot of clients that do a lot of different podcasts on a lot of topics. This was the first podcast to actually completely shut down the phone lines. We had every single line going, and people with the busy signal. So once again, we want to keep that rolling. We want to hear from you, 215-515-2924. Now, Tom, while we got you in the studio, because this doesn't happen often, baby.
No. You live in Cali. This is a huge deal.
This is a huge deal.
So, it's huge.
With everything that was said, i.e., and I saw the YouTube video, the Sam Bradford talk.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
And the Chip Kelly talk. Has any of that changed in your opinion? Has your mindset kind of flipped around after week one, seeing Carson Wentz play the way he did?
Absolutely. He's ready.
You have a convert.
He's ready. I've always liked Carson Wentz. I didn't think he would be that good day one. I'll admit that, 100%. I thought Bradford would do just enough to maybe make them, like we said, 500-ish, and that might be good enough to win a bad NFC East, which – with Romo out is a pretty bad division. You don't really have that consistent quarterback that Romo can be when he's healthy, but he's never healthy. So, lately.
He's never going to be.
But, yeah, he's kind of withering away. And, the whole Dak Prescott preseason thing was obviously, an anomaly. He's a rookie quarterback, and he looks every bit of a rookie quarterback. So on the flip side of that, Carson Wentz doesn't. And he looks like he could be the best quarterback in the division. And I'm going to go extreme and say that he's the best quarterback in this division. It's that simple.
In the division, listen, for as much as the preseason Cowboys fans, Tom, we got to bring up Cowboys fans.
Oh, yeah, gosh. Please.
Yeah, but as much as Cowboys fans were chirping about how good Dak looked, he looked all right. He looked like a game manager. I didn't catch a lot of the game because I just got home.
All right.
He looked all right, right? Kirk Cousins looked
less than all right.
Garbage.
Looked like garbage. Eli Manning looked like
a little better than Dak Prescott, but not much.
You're being a little nice.
So again, this season, nobody's sitting here saying Super Bowl except for Philly Mike. But right now we're going to go to the phones because already it's starting to line up.
Wow.
My man Pablo has been waiting. God bless him. 28 minutes to go and start talking some Carson Wentz. Pablo, what's happening, baby?
What's going on? EAGLES, 4th and Jawn. You guys are the best. I'm the number one Eagles fan in the DMV. Look, I got a question for you guys.
Yeah, babe.
I understand how we hype up Carson Wentz, and I love everything that he did, but how bad of a game does he have to play before we start booing him? How many picks? How many incomplete passes? Because we lift them up very high, but when do we start booing him?
You know what? A rookie like that, you almost have to. We got a little bit of the aftertaste of Donovan and what it was like to boo a rookie. Yeah. Now, granted, that was at the draft. But Carson Wentz, you have to give him so much leeway. Don't you agree? Like, okay, a 3-pick game, do you really start booing the kid at home?
Yeah, we can't do that.
I think there's
as
a
fans.
boo leash. We got the leash on for a little bit. Once the leash comes off.
You guys know how we are.
Once the leash comes off, we can start booing.
We'll lift them up. But as a fan base, as soon as you swing one, as soon as somebody drops something, it's third depth chart.
But the good thing about him is that his mindset, we were just talking about this before the show. We were saying how confident he is, and that's a lot of pressure coming to Philadelphia, getting thrown in with the dogs, not knowing what's going to happen, and he kept his cool and just did his thing. He had so much swag out there, and it's huge. Like, the mental game is a little more than the talent sometimes, and he just went out there like a champ. So I think he'll be all right, but we got to help give him a little leeway to help bring him up a little bit.
I haven't even thought about booing Carson Wentz, the thought of it yet.
And you're right.
It come to my mind.
Eagles fans are tough, but it brings me back to a story that Ron Jaworski likes to tell where he had a 3-interception game and almost got booed off the field. Took a big hit the next drive like one of those monster hits that you should not get up from, and got up and people started cheering. Mm-hmm. Like as long as you have the mental capability to handle adversity and to handle that, we might boo you, but we're not going to boo you. Maybe we're just booing the outcome. We're going to go ahead and roll it to the next caller, Steve. Steve is coming up. What's happening, my man? How excited are you after the Eagles go 1-0?
I am very excited, E-Rock, and like the first caller, not like the first caller, but I was just amazed at how well he played right out the gate. I mean, Doug Peterson did a great job of just making him comfortable and just calling plays just to get him settled in. And just, when he made that throw to Matthews, I was just like, wow, is this really happening right now? Because, I mean, after last year with how bad the offense looked, stalling on after like first drives and whatnot, and just scoring right out the gate, just kind of, I thought I was going crazy, of course, as we scored the touchdown, but I felt like I was just dreaming almost, I was just amazed at how well he looked and how great he just played, man. It was awesome.
Now, my man Steve was partying with us at the tailgate, came all the way up from Texas. What'd you think about that tailgate, bro? Brah. What'd you think about the tailgate, brah?
It was phenomenal. It was right. Yeah, no, it was phenomenal. The food was fantastic, dude. Who made those wings, those barbecue wings? You send that down. You send some down here that immediately.
That was Mama Rock right there.
Yeah, Mama Rock.
They were banging wings.
No
pork. She the real MVP. Let's give her a round.
Yeah, Mommy.
Very well done, Mommy.
Daddy's shoe game was fresh.
Oh, jeez, with the Air Force Ones. What are you looking forward to with the Bears, my man, on Monday Night Football?
You know what? I think it's going to be a little bit of a tougher test than what the Browns had given Carson Wentz, but I'm kind of curious to see how the defensive line is just going to come out the gate and just destroy that because that offensive line in Chicago is not that very good from what I hear. So hopefully they can again make it easier for Carson to get him the ball in good field position and just Doug let him loose again. I mean. He looked like he had been playing he looked like a veteran out there, East.
This is the caller that everybody's waiting for. I know Justin has that music queued up for him. Here it comes. Let's punch him up. You know him. You love him. It's the Zompster. What's up, baby?
Yes. That fucking music is great, baby. I love it. I appreciate it very much. Thank you.
Now, I know there's always rumors that Zomp's going to make an appearance at everything, but I am trying to confirm the details right here, right now. Zomp, you tell me, and the callers or listeners tuning in right now, will the Zompster be at the next game against the Steelers?
1,000%, 100%, my brother. I will be there.
You bringing the cannolis?
I got to bring a canola. I got different canolas. I got chocolate covered canolas. I got regular canolas. I got to stop by all these tailgates, but my first stop is F1. You already know, my brother.
Yeah, speaking of chocolate, you bringing Black Rob with you?
Yeah.
Black Rob, I don't know. I got to try to get this guy. I don't know. This guy who knows what he wants to do.
All right, so Zomp, break it down for us because you're one of the biggest, loudest Eagles fans on Twitter. Break down what you saw from a Zomp perspective on Sunday.
Yes, no BS here. Wentz really, I was astounded by Wentz. To me, I feel like when I was watching this kid, now I'm not a college ball guy, so, I can't give my opinion on that, but when I see this guy, on Sunday, it felt like I was watching a quarterback that's been in the league for years. Like I was so, like a rookie is not supposed to do this. Make calls at the line, the checks, the audibling. There was one specific play that I was like, wow, like this guy maybe is the real deal. It was that crossing route with Jordan Matthews when he was under center, and he just saw that these guys were blitzing, and he changed the protection at the line, changed it audible, and went to shotgun.
Yeah.
You don't see that from rookies, man, and it's amazing. And I was like, yo, this guy, I hope, I don't want to say it yet. I'm on the wagon, but not totally on the wagon, if that makes sense, because I want to see I want to see it weekly, not just one time here, one time there. But I was just astonished from what I saw. And it's like, to me, it's like too good to be true. And I just hope it continues, man.